going to be on the board with a star right there. Glad I was barely able to get to that one first, so right before Wario, even though he was very close to it, not letting him have it that easily. Alright, anyways, next star's right there. Alright, what do we get now on the mushroom space? Oh, it's a poison mushroom. So I lose my next turn right there, unfortunately. Alright, one for Wario, and we're going back to chance time. Alright, this time it's going to involve Yoshi, and it's going to involve Peach as well. And again, it's basically the same two players that were involved in all the other chance times from earlier. Now Peach has to give a star to Yoshi, but Peach doesn't even have a single star, so nothing happens there. Alright, 9 for Yoshi. He's getting a 10 coin bonus from Koopa. Alright, time for a 1 versus 3 minigame. Pipe Maze. So from what I did see, Peach is the one that's controlling the chest. But let's see who's going to be getting the money here. It's Wario that gets the money.
Finish.
Alright, Peach gets a 6 this time. And there's a 10 coin bonus for her. Well, she's landing on a happening space. Time for the cans to change direction again. So I cannot move on this turn. And it's going to be a 5 for Wario. Oh, 8 for Yoshi right there on that speed block. And Yoshi was just past the star right there on the spot where he landed at, so nice try. It looks like we're playing Balloon Burst for our next mini game. Alright, let's do this. Got it!
Finish.
That was easy. So I'm up to 111 coins right now, which is very impressive. And Peach gets herself a 3. She does get another turn, so she was able to get a good mushroom. And she gains 7 coins right there from that plus block. 8 for me right there. Alright, I'm not going to do anything with that fly guy right now. And there was some of my coins on the red space, but it's alright. I still have lots of money with me. Wario's not going to do anything with that fly guy. And he also lands on a happening space, so the cans are changing direction once again. Alright, let's go to Yoshi. He gets a warp block, and he's going to switch places with Peach. Alright, on to a 2 versus 2 minigame, and it's going to be Desert Dash. So I'm with Wario on this one. And I feel very confident that we're going to win this right here for sure. This one is always very easy right here to win at. Got it! Alright, 7 for Peach. She's not doing anything with that fly guy. And she just landed on a Bowser space. And it's Bowser space left. The losers have to give up 20 coins if they can't score 90 or more. Alright, anyways, let's see what happens here. I think that should be good. Alright, let's see how well we did. Alright! Barely got enough right there for what I needed right there of 91. And Peach was the only one that lost right there, so she has to give up 20 coins. It's going to be a warp block right there for me. And I switched places with Wario, but we were only one space apart from each other right there, so it didn't make too much of a difference. But that's going to make me trigger the happening space, which is just going to make the cans change direction again. And Wario lost 7 coins right there for that minus block. And he went right past the star right there from where he landed, so too bad for you. Alright, 7 for Yoshi, and he's also getting a 10 coin bonus. He lost some coins there on the red space. Time for a 1 versus 3 minigame, and it's Bash and Cash. And Wario's the player in the Bowser suit right here. Anyways, let's see how much money we can steal away from him. And time's up! It looks like Wario lost 15 coins overall. Alright, we're on to the last 5 turns now. Time to take a look at the current standings. Alright, so I'm in first place, Yoshi's in second, Wario's in third, and Peach is in last. And Cooper's going to predict that Peach will win. Well, that's pretty interesting, even though she's really far behind compared to the rest of us. But anyways, we of course now know for the rest of the game that all blue and all red spaces are now going to be worth twice their normal amount of coins. And we'll now get a bonus of 20 coins when we pass start. But anyways, let's see how the last 5 turns play out here. Alright, 2 for Peach. She lands on a happening space as well. And it's time for the cannons to once again change direction. Oh, I got a speed block and I get an 8 out of that. I'm 9 for Wario. And Wario's not going to do anything with that fly guy. He lost some coins there on the red space. Alright, Yoshi gets a 7. He's also not going to do anything about that fly guy. Alright, 2 versus 2. Handcar Havoc. I'm pairing up with Yoshi on this one.
Ready?
Let's do it. Oh, Peach and Wario fell down, so as long as we don't screw up here, me and Yoshi have totally got this in the bag. Yup, we got it! I'll certainly take it. Now Peach literally has absolutely nothing from what I can see, and we got 4 turns left. It looks like Peach gets herself a 5 this time. Alright, over to me. And I get a 2. Alright, Wario gets a 7. Alright, 4 for Yoshi. Now it's time to go into a 4-player mini game. Looks like we're playing Buried Treasure again. Alright, let's do this. And looks like I got it again! How about that? I don't know if it was just me, but I think it looked like that the treasure chest was around the same spot like how it was the first time. Anyways, we got 3 turns left and Peach gets a 4. She's also getting a 20 coin bonus. And we get a 3 right there from that slow block. Alright, now I get a 20 coin bonus. Alright, 4 for Wario. Let's see what Yoshi gets here. 2. Yoshi gets a good mushroom, so he does get himself another turn. He rolls a 7. And this time he gets the poison mushroom right there on that mushroom space, so he has to lose his next turn. And we're going to play Hot Rope Jump for our next mini game. Alright, let's do it. And we all survived right there. That was just very simple. Alright, just 2 more turns to go. And Peach gets herself 2. I get a 5. Alright, hopefully I end up in a good spot right here so I can potentially have a chance to try to go for that star. Ah, dang it, I'm gonna be right past it. That is so not good right there. After what I was hoping for. Alright, well, Wario got himself a 10, and he does get himself a 20 coin bonus as well. And the cannons are changing direction once again with that happening space that Wario landed on. Yoshi can't move on this turn. And now we're doing a 1 versus 3 mini game. Bowl over. So Wario is the one that's bowling with the Koopa shell. But let's see if we can try to avoid getting knocked down here. Dang it! Down I go. But at least my teammates did survive. But all because I got knocked down, I unfortunately have to give up 5 coins. That's alright. I got lots of money with me, so we shouldn't worry at all. Alright, on to the last turn, and Peach gets herself an 8. Oh, she's getting him block. Oh, it's Bowser again. Too bad. Say goodbye to 20 of your coins, Peach. Alright, I do get a speed block, and I get a 10 out of that. It's just a shame I'm gonna miss out on that star from where it was. Oh boy, it's chance time. This ought to get very interesting. Let's see how it plays out. It involves Peach. And involves Yoshi. Once again, exact same two people, like how it was all the other times chance time was triggered. But what's the result going to be right here? Looks like Yoshi has to get 10 coins to Peach. Alright, 3 for Wario. Well, it doesn't matter too much about the poison mushroom. And why I'm saying that it didn't really matter with the poison mushroom that Wario got right there, it's just because of this last turn. Alright, but anyways, our last minigame that we're playing right here in this segment is Tipsy Tourney. Alright. Let's get ready to reveal a picture. And it looks like we got it! It was a pretty fast time too right there for how I pulled that off. Alright, now that the last turn is over, let's get ready to go over the final results and then we will see who our winner is in a moment. So let's take a look at our stars. So everybody had a star but Peach. And now let's check out our coins. I have the most of them in the end with 202. I think that has to be one of the biggest coin totals that I racked up right here in any Mario Party game that I played on my channel. But that is very impressive. Alright, anyways, let's get to the bonus stars here. Alright, we're going to start off with the game star, and that's going to go to me. Alright, now on to the coin star. I believe I'm getting this one too. Yes, I am. Alright, anyways, let's end things off with the happening star. And that goes to Wario. And our winner is Mia! That is how you do it. We certainly played a great game out there, and I will gladly take that win. And Peach was the one that came in last. But what really matters is that I am the superstar!
I got it! Oh no!
Alright. So like I said, this was certainly a great game right there for how it turned out, as we ended up with a total of 3 stars out there. So that was pretty good out there for how well we managed to perform for what I was expecting. But yeah, Anyways, let's go ahead and check our detailed results before we wrap things up for the segment. So, I have minigame by 77 over Wario, and then I have a coin by 69 over Yoshi, and then Yoshi landed on the most blue spaces. We have a three-way tie for the most red spaces with me, Yoshi, and Peach. We each had 2, while Wario had 1. It looks like Wario had happening by 1 ahead of Peach. Everyone had a minigame space but Peach. I landed on the most chance time spaces with 2. Wario and Peach had 1, and Yoshi was the only one that didn't even have a single chance time space. I landed on the most mushroom spaces with 3, while all my opponents had 2, and Peach was the only one that landed on a Bowser space. But yeah, certainly very proud of the way that I managed to get that win out there from what I was hoping for right there. And yeah, I'm really glad that it turned out to be a great game overall. So anyways, let's put in all of our coins and stars into the bank. But let's see if I can try to possibly earn some extra coins here with the casino box. I cannot. Instead, I lose half. That was not good. That's alright. Alright. But anyways, that is going to do it for Mario Party for the Nintendo 64 as part of my 2026 Easter special. But we still have some more games to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.